Okay, hey everybody.
Hello.
I'm still in hair and makeup right now. That's why my camera's off, but we'll get there.
Okay.
I really wanted to start like quasi on time tonight. So, again, guys, I'm off the iPad, so I can't grab everybody in the chat. But hey Heaven, hey Perfectly Imperfect, hey Mel B. I hope that you're feeling better. Patty S, Donnell, Heaven, I said hi Heaven twice. Hey Kayla Bila, Ruth Ann, Jewel, J Freak, I hope you're doing better. Susie B, Pineapple, Niece Yates, LV Liz, Digital Pen, and this is gonna be a fun one. Has everyone seen Cody's quaff?
Yes.
Did everyone post?
I believe it's on the screen, on the thumbnail for this particular
It is.
show.
I didn't put the thumbnail on the YouTube yet, but it's on my IG and it's on my Twitter. So if you want to see, like, I don't know how he has like that crown so well. Like he's got like the little. It's completely separated.
Completely
Okay,
separated.
getting done up. Sorry. This is a full service job, and I hope that people understand the lengths that we go to for entertainment. And my hair is also longer, and it's not.
He's got tendrils.
Now I'm concerned. Your hair is longer? What are you doing?
I don't know. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Are you creating the continental divide back there? What are you gonna do?
Yes.
I gotta take a look. I gotta see this.
You can't see me yet. My camera's off.
Well, not that. The thing you said on IG.
Oh yeah. Oh God. If you didn't see that, Addie, you need to go look at it right now. And I'm getting ready to pass. Go look at my IG and then come back because it's worth it.
Hey, Crazy Bananas! Welcome, new member.
Hi, Crazy Bananas. Welcome.
Honky, honky.
There we go.
Hey, busy. So I'll honk you. Oh, good Lord.
I got the glam squad here. Sorry.
You saw the picture?
I'm trying to figure out a drag with a cigarette. I have so much Aquanet in this wig. No, what? Who? What? I didn't say that. Hey, Julie. Wait, let me look.
I'm a little concerned about what this hair is going to be if he's using his real hair.
Hold on.
Oh.
The most important takeaway is the continental divide that we have. It's east meets west. And like,
okay.
Kudos to Cody for keeping that like hair going. So I'm going to start.
We're glad you joined.
So are those plugs then? Are those plugs?
That seems to be the consensus of why there's such a great divide.
But why wouldn't he fill the gap?
My understanding is if you get them done when your hairline is still continuing to recede, then you end up getting them in maybe not quite the right place. I don't know.
Like I would want the gap filled in. Like
fill in the gap.
Just plant the seeds. Like you need the Golden Gate to get from the top to the back. It's like where's the hair going? Okay, so let's get into this. I'm gonna start the other intro and then. I wonder if it's pubes like that. Oh, Cody. Oh. and probably. Here we go. Everybody was. That one on.
He is. He's fabulous. And he's on the inside.
That one on.
And he's on the inside.
Sorry, I had to finish.
So there we are. Here it is. Hi.
Oh.
And I think I'm doing him like a world of justice with like, I'm being very generous here with the Continental Divide.
You are. He didn't have nearly that much on the front, although he did have a fair amount.
Listen, he's got the tendrils down to like here, but it's like it's separated and okay. But sure, why not?
But and okay.
Well, I can't look down like this the whole time, babe. He's like, you need to look down so you see so they see the gap. Cody worked very hard on the styling of the wig tonight. He did.
You had me in 3 different hair things and pulled side to side and everything. All you do is, just put it on me. So you're welcome.
Hi, Mari. Listen, and he had a bow on his hair. Hey, Pink Flamingo. Like he was like,
I had to hairspray it down and separate it.
And my dolly wig. Hey, Seraphim, and I'll never be able to use this as a dolly wig ever again. So the things I do for Sister Wives.
and retired.
Okay, because my eyes are like.
Poor Cody has so much Aquanet in his brain, he can't even think straight right now. So, Sister Wives, let's go. All right. Okay. It's the continuation of the conversation they had last episode, which we spoke about on Saturday. And Christine starts off by saying that it's been a tough year for her. And she wouldn't want anybody else to be in the same relationship she was in, whether friend or foe or Robin or Mary, maybe Robin or Mary, I don't know. But she wouldn't wish her relationship with Cody on her worst enemy, is pretty much what she was saying.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And then for some reason they start rolling into like back when the discussion of moving back to Utah came up, right? When Christine didn't want to necessarily stay in Coyote Pass. She's like, hey, can't we go back? And for some reason at the time, Cody was kind of laying breadcrumbs of possibility to her. And now he's saying she read that whole situation wrong. It's got to be frustrating.
Christine said you were giddy about it. And he was kind of like entertaining it with Christine, back then. And they show like the recap, and then then Mary takes Christine. Look at the mountains. Oh, look.
Because she's never seen mountains before in Utah.
Because you grew up in Utah. So what's a mountain?
I think he felt her slipping then, and so he fed her a little bit of a little bit of possibility to keep her going.
Like when we went to Vegas, I'm like, oh, look, mountains, damn. But aren't mountains all over Utah and Nevada and Arizona? And
yes,
it's called the Rocky Mountains, right? Like it's a big chain of mountains that just split the country right there. What's a mountain? Look at the mountain that you could see on this barren piece of land where the lake gave up. and dreams go to die. Right?
Yep. Yeah. And then I guess after that, she felt like she was on her own. Like the fact that nobody supported her. That was when she suddenly came to the realization. She's like, I'm the only one that feels this way. I'm out here on my own. And I don't know.
And then Cody.
Exactly.
And then Chody. That's what I call Cody when I'm mad at him. I call him Chody. So I'm going to call Chody the same thing. With the K, it's harder. With Cody with a C, it's different. But I'm going to call him Chody. So Chody is now saying that, you weren't invested in the family, and you weren't invested in me, or you were just invested in the family. You
look like George Washington.
I'm interested in the family, not the man. That's what that's her mantra at the opening of the show. Or it used to be, You know, I wanted the family, not the man. And he's like, but that's not the truth. You know, you didn't care about the family. It was just me. Now I'm in my angry place. Cody angry.
Is that me?
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe it was me. My flailing arms.
And you know, then you see Mary, and Mary just sitting there like with a big old puss on her face. Like my grandmother used to say, like like when you're upset, she's like, wipe that puss off your face. So there's Mary sitting there silent, and Cody looks to Mary for help.
She was sitting there with a smirk on her face. She had that look of like,
He's like, Mary, I can't stand you. I want you to leave. I hate you. Die. But please jump in right now and tell us how you really feel about Christine.
Be my
Yes.
only person on my side.
She's like, why are you looking at me, bro? Why are you looking at me?
I don't know what to say, Ray. Like you know, and then Mary's like, you know, I was jealous when Janelle came into the family, you know, and to Mary's credit, I will give her that because, you know, again, like which we spoke about, you know, when Mary and Cody got married, they were like monogamous. Like, you know, Mary didn't sign up for like this package deal.
Right.
And then, you know, he got the calling and sorry, I can't roll my eyes any harder. Then she had to like acquiesce, and then Janelle came in, and then, you know, I guess they needed Christine as, you know, because, you know, when you add a second wife and Mary didn't like it, that's bad. But let's add a third to make it even better because, you know, like.
Yeah, that he made it sound like, yeah, she came in to save the day because nobody else, Cody didn't know what he was doing. Janelle didn't know what they were doing. Yeah, none of them knew what they were doing in plural marriage. And so having Christine come along with some experience in plural marriage somehow saved the whole family. And he didn't love her, but it didn't matter because she was the thing that made this whole thing work, was Christine. I mean, is that a lot to put on her shoulders or what? Ay, ay, ay.
It is. And
So
then
did he never love Janelle? Like if he never loved Christine, like how does that work? He never loved her.
he's
brought
never
her-
mentioned it yet. Maybe that's coming.
She doesn't require that of him, I don't think.
No, she's self-sufficient, like that motorhome.
It's a knife in my kidneys. Oh wait, was that too soon? I'm sorry.
Too soon.
I was rehearsing it. I'm sorry. Okay, so then, and then Janelle says, like, you know, in the confessional, which, you know, I know it must be hard for Janelle to like speak and defend Christine in front of them, but like, you know, Janelle in the confessional is saying, like, you know, that's a low blow. Like, Christine always cared about the family. Like, how dare you say that?
Mm-hmm.
I wish Janelle would have said that then. Janelle pulled a Garcelle where you say it in the confessional, but you don't say it like in like the moment. But whatever. At least you said it somewhere, right? So
yeah, it's not her relationship really. It's kind of weird to interject that kind of stuff into it.
But it wasn't, you know.
But it's all about the family.
But it was all about all their relationships in that point, right? Like, you know, and they're not used to hearing that. Like Robin was like, "Oh my God, I'm not supposed to be hearing about this stuff about your other wives." No, like, you know,
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
And according to Cody, Christine is the one that was always complaining about the other wives. Like he was always having to hear all the stuff she had with all of her other wives. But it seems like Robin didn't do that. Robin didn't do that because you were with her most of the time. And so you had all the stuff and there was no need. She wasn't with anybody else. Maybe Mary. Remember, she wasn't with Mary for a long time either because Mary had to go, and that whole time she was like for a year she was living in the way that they were supposed to in the pandemic and all that. And then all of a sudden they finally say that she could find you. She goes, "I've been here this whole time living this way," and they didn't even bother to bring her in. So,
and then like, you know, Cody says, like, which is the title of this video. Well, Thank you for coming. It was a blessing. Now get the fuck out. I mean, I paraphrase a little bit.
He did. He weirdly said it more than once in this episode, but that was the first time. Yeah, you did us a favor. You did us a favor by coming in and teaching us how to make plural marriage work. Now it's not working. Thanks for getting out. It was such a weird take. I don't know what to do with it, man. I don't know.
And then, Cody's talking to Christine about, stuff that she did. And he's saying, don't reply. Let that soak in. Whoa.
He sure did.
Like,
and did you see the look on Christine's face when he said that? She was
Yes.
like, okay.
I don't know. Like, Christine needs like a medal or a ribbon or like a trophy, like of some sort for like her holding back. Like the eye rolls from Christine said it all, which was all I needed. Like I can read a good eye roll, so I get it. But and then there's Janelle again saying like, who the fuck is this man? This is not the man that I married, this patriarchal man. Like, why is he acting like this? This is not the Cody that I married. Like, why is he doing this?
Yeah. Absolutely. So what I thought was interesting is really kind of all through this episode, we see these moments peppered in where you can see Janelle looking at Cody differently and saying it out loud, right? So we're going to watch their marriage collapse too, I think. And it was just little tastes of it peppered through this episode. And that was one of them where she's like, I do not recognize this person. This is not the person I married. And then when the patriarchal thing, it's interesting because she doesn't feel like that was their relationship before that. But to me, you put Robin in, is Robin now changing how Cody runs the family?
Well, isn't that the case though? Like,
yeah, it seems
hi,
like
Judy, welcome. Isn't that the case? Isn't that what Robin did? Let's call a spade a spade. Isn't that what Robin did?
I think it is, whether they want to admit it or not. Like, there's this big deal to Robin, like, I didn't do all of this stuff, but it's like, you definitely changed the dynamic in this family. You think this family should run a different way than the way it was running. And Cody thinks, you're right. I should be the man of this house, of this family. I should be running things. Why have I been giving all of these women so much free reign to do what they want? That feels very much like Robin influencing.
I agree with that. Yes. Ugh.
Ooh,
go ahead.
I want to talk about soaking really quick because he said soak in that.
He did. He said soak in that. He said don't reply right away. Soak in that. Like,
so
soak in what?
Well, okay. So that hit me a little bit different because I'm a little more familiar with some of the Mormon culture things having lived in Utah.
No. So tell me, what does that mean?
Okay. So soaking, okay, so like if you don't want to have sex, right? But you also do, you do what's called soaking, which is when you penetrate, right? You put it in there, but then you just don't do anything. You just let it soak. So because there's no thrusting, you're not having sex. You're just having a little soak.
Run that by me one more time.
Oh, I wanted to say the more you know. Okay, so you put it in, and then you just leave it there.
Okay.
There's no thrusting. There's no thrusting, so there's no sex. I'm just saying. That's what soaking is. So, now that you've heard it, you'll hear it again.
and these are people that don't want to have sex?
Right. If you're a teenager, or maybe you're a college student that goes to BYU and you're not allowed to have sex, and bagpiping didn't sound fun. Yes, it's not this. It's just leave it there.
You broke the plane.
You did break the plane, but you didn't. There was no thrusting, right? It was just, you're just leaving it there for a soak.
So you just put it in, and then what? You sit there and like watch Murder She Wrote. Like, what do you do?
I don't know. You probably just make out a bunch. Lots of smooching, probably. I don't know.
So all the action's in the top half of you, not the bottom half of you.
I mean, there's also, the backdoor rule is different, right? That's not really sex, right? Because
No.
And then the bagpiping. This is a new one, and this is new because there have been cases of people getting armpit crabs on the BYU campus. So it's a repeated problem.
But what is bagpiping?
It's your armpit. It's your armpit. Wang wang. It's I'm just saying they come up with a lot of rules to get around it because they're all very horny. They should just
ways around it.
So bagpiping is fucking an armpit.
Correct.
Yes.
But entering a vagina isn't fucking as long as it just stays like.
There's no thrusting involved. If there's no thrusting, it's okay.
Wow. I thought the rhythm method with the Catholic Church was crazy. This is all sorts of weird. Like, wow. Okay.
I'm just saying, we've been educating people lately, so I thought I would throw that one in there.
There's the more you know. Right there. There you go. We need a rainbow with the star that goes across the screen now for the more you know part. And they call that. Why is it called bagpiping?
Well, think about it. Like,
oh my god.
Oh, that was adorable.
That's what I do at BYU. Okay, got it. Wow. The more you know. Gonna like Marie Antoinette it here. It's gonna be like
gorge.
There we are.
Half pirate, half Marie Antoinette.
So anyway, when he said soaking that, unfortunately, that's where my mind went.
Probably went there too. That's what he was thinking. Don't move. Just
we'll be married forever if you don't actually have sex with another man. Just soak in that.
Just fucking armpit. That's basically what you have to do.
Yep.
Hi, Janet. Wow. Okay. So moving on. Where
Okay,
are we
Pete. Let's see.
So after the soaking.
Oh, well, Christine starts explaining that she did love the idea of family and sister wives and raising kids together. Basically, she's defending herself against all of Cody's accusations. And having a good marriage in her mind was part of plural marriage. And that was the part that she was missing, and then they start talking about spokes on wheels and broken spokes and nonsense.
And Cody's like, well, after all this, I'm being rejected. And then Cody's like, well, have you been talking to the adult kids?
Yes.
Yeah.
He went right for that. He was like, I'm just gonna accuse her. I'm gonna take no part. No
he's
blame.
like, there's no way all the adult kids who hate me as much as they hate me. Have we all not watched the last 3 seasons of this show and how he's alienated every adult kid he has that's not related to Robin by blood? Garrison, Gabriel, Mariah, Hunter, who else? Isabel.
Isabel.
So what I did was I went in and I made a list of all 18 of the children, their dates and their ages. Some of them have middle names.
He
Only
wishes
one
he
of
had height on his hair. Sorry. He wishes he had this height. This is for Trisha.
Thank you, Trisha. Okay, so you have a list of the names?
Yes, I went in and made an entire list of the names, their day they were born, and their ages, because I'm just that type of person.
Well, let's hear it. You went to all that work. Let's hear it.
And I even put who's the mom.
I
to
know
them.
the
Oh,
first
okay.
three. I know it's Logan, Aspen, Mariah. Oh,
Maddie?
Janelle,
Madison,
Matt. Okay, Matt McKelty. No,
not
no.
yet. McKelty comes after Madison, yes.
Oh,
So then
your
after
turn, Maria.
Uh,
By the way, Mary has no more kids left after Mariah, so you're good.
is Garrison next?
the next one after
Hunter.
McKelty is
Hunter.
Right.
Hunter. There you
Woo!
go. That's the one.
After Hunter comes Peyton,
Okay.
and then Robert. Oh, I'm sorry,
Robert?
Garrison.
Who's Robert?
His first name is Robert. He goes by his middle name, Garrison.
Oh, okay.
I've been wondering that too, because I'm following Robert Brown. I'm like, which one of them is Robert Brown?
And then after Garrison is Dayton, and then Gabe.
We don't count Robin's kids.
We have to. They're adopted. I'm adopted. They have to count them.
Okay.
Then we got after Gabe is, so Dayton, then Gabe, then Gwendolyn, Aurora.
Aurora. Damn it. Savannah.
Then
Isabel?
Isabel. Then
Savannah.
Savannah's next.
Truly.
Then Brianna. We have to put Robert's kids in.
Another Robin.
Robin.
See, like, if Robin kids were out, I'd be good.
Yes.
Is Savannah next?
After Brianna is, no, Savannah comes before Brianna, then Truly, Solomon, and Ariella.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Got them
that's from the top to the bottom.
Okay. So, he basically asks her about the kids, right? And if she's been talking to them and ruining his relationship. And she's like, no one wants to talk about this. Your relationship with your kids is off because of COVID, not me. And he just is like, bull. You're telling them.
It's true. Like we saw it like play out like last season. Like where did he go?
I don't know. She's literally disappeared. We'll wait for her to pop back up.
Cody Brown just smited her.
How dare you know all of my children's names?
How dare you play the list?
Wicked Wisdom, I believe, truly is 11.
Yeah, she's 11. Or she was 11 when they were filming. She might be 12 now, but she back. Yeah, you got her.
Yep. Whoops. Yep.
See what happens when you name his kids, Addie? God smites you. See what happens? That's Cody Brown right there. He controls the airwaves like Dick Clark used to. So yeah, boom, 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 and then Cody's saying, "No, that's bullshit. Christine's been playing this game for years, huh?"
I mean, she clearly does talk to her children a lot and probably about more things than she should, but I don't think she would necessarily go out of her way to talk badly about their father. I think if anything, she's done the opposite and tried to cover for him as much as possible. But they have eyeballs, they're not idiots. They can see what's going on.
I think that's the case. I think that's what it is. I think that she doesn't have to say anything about him. His lack of not being around, not trying to, putting it all on them to be the one to make the relationship makes him. I mean, they see it. They know what it is, and I think it's evident.
And then what do we have? Cody's like, "Mary, say something." He's like, "No." And then then we have Robin who's sitting there her lesions, on her mouth, and or a cold sore. Sorry. And she's like, it's not, she's just sitting there. I'm struggling today, dealing with anger and worry and concern and whatever. And then we get into the conversation where Robin asked Christine about, well, do you still want to have the relationships with us? And Christine, Christine is like my favorite person on earth right now. Like my favorite reality. Christine's like, yeah, I'm close with Janelle, and I'm not close with you, Robin, and I'm not close with you, Mary. And I'd rather it stay that way. Like, God, Christine, like,
mic drop.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Robin is like the queen bitch, that Robin's gonna save the family, right? And Cody said to tell her to say all these things, and Robin saving the family, don't you want, so what are we supposed to do? Are we gonna see you again? Are we allowed to talk to you? Are you gonna be like around in family events? And Christine's like, yeah, I'll be at a reunion or a birthday party. But don't send me a fucking card, and I don't want to know you. And good for you, Christine. I'm sorry. I just like
for now. She kept saying for now. Like she wasn't gonna close the door firmly, but yeah, she clearly needs her space. Don't try to, force all of this on me. As Robin's going on about losing the family culture when she never had the family culture. She was always living separately from them. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Vegas was different.
No, Gigi. No. When Cody married Mary, they were monogamous. He did not have the calling then. So Mary got bamboozled in this because, all of a sudden, her man, and they got married young. They get married at 14. What's normal age?
It's probably 18 or 19.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Cody got the callings, but when he wed married, it was never like a polygamous thing. No. So yeah, go ahead, Marie. Sorry.
Just I was thrown off when Robin was talking about, mourning the loss of the family culture. When she came into an existing family with its own culture, and then it's different. And she comes in and, to me, tried to change the whole thing, and it just didn't work. So I don't know exactly what she's mourning the loss of when she ruined it to begin with, as far as I'm concerned.
She came in with most of her kids were adult, like Dayton and Dayton, Aurora, and who's the other one? She had
Brianna.
They were already there.
Yes, all those. Brianna.
Well, Annie, you're the expert.
I know, but I shut my phone off. Okay. So Ariella,
write them all down.
Brianna, Aurora. Yeah, we got them.
But Dayton. And they were in the cul-de-sac. And let's not forget why they left the cul-de-sac where they had it made. They had it made there because Dayton was starting college in Arizona, and they needed to move there for Dayton to go to some I don't want to dog whatever college he's going to or went to or is still attendance at, but it wasn't like he was going to Brown or Harvard or MIT. It was Flagstaff CC, or Flagstaff. It wasn't like some college that and Cody uprooted allegedly, but Monica already said it when she came alive last time about it. Cody uprooted the whole family, so Robin's son Dayton, which isn't Cody's son, adopted son, but not blood, can go there. So Cody already picked his favorite. They had it made in the cul-de-sac. They were all right there. They saw each other every day. I have to see what this super chat on. Mary never speaks up or tells what she thinks. It's a cop-out. Robin doesn't realize the good times they had as a family or just that. I think that Robin's been wanting to separate. This has been her plan the whole time. And Robin came from a monogamous relationship with her ex. And then Robin's excuse is that I was I came from monogamy. I didn't like it. I wanted the family thing and the sister wives thing. But what happened as soon as Robin came into the mix? She alienated Cody. Cody spent all his time with Robin and their family. Mary had to like divorce him so he could like marry all these words, marry.
He had to marry Robin
Thank
so that
you.
he could adopt her children. Is that what you're trying to say? Even though they have a father and they still communicate with him, it's a little weird that they needed to be adopted to begin with, but okay.
It's just that machismo that Cody has. Like, well, if you're living under my roof and you're part of this family, you have to be a Brown. Like and I think that's also why Cody is being the way he is right now and not letting go that Christine is leaving, because now he looks like an asshole.
He's an asshole.
I'm wondering if the relationship with the father wasn't that great. I know I've heard of the person before, but I'm thinking that there was something more to that, and that's why Cody went ahead and adopted them. If they still had a relationship with him, he wouldn't have adopted them.
Well, I think there was some volatility between Robin and him, but it's hard to know what to believe there. Like
you think that they paid him off a little bit, the father? Here's some money, go away. Come on.
He came from polygamy too, but he didn't want to live plural marriage. So there's that. And then I keep hearing weird stories about the fact that they used to get that Robin and her ex-husband would get drunk and fight a lot. So
was it during Robin's dancing? When because she was like always like with the hat on. Robin was a wild
party
child.
girl.
Yeah. She could
I
dance
also heard
Salt and Pepper like crazy. Robin can.
I also heard that
don't play shoot when Robin's in a room, because she's gonna go buck nutty, guys. Just letting you know.
I also heard that Christine was irritated when Robin was first brought into the family, even before they got married, because she would try to take more time than she really deserved, because she wasn't the married wife yet anymore. Yet at that time. So there were issues already brewing before the marriage was even a thing. So who was it that it was Mary that introduced her, right? Because Mary's the one that's supposed to do that as the head wife.
You said the head mistress. Is that what you're gonna say?
But as wife number one, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So there was a tension already between Christine when all this stuff happened. So I can understand why she doesn't really want to have a relationship.
And Christine was like the newest wife, also. Like she was all, and now Robin usurped her. Like, Christine was like the fresh one that Cody could run to, and he was tired of Janelle and Mary. But, Janelle, Mary, and Christine, like, all kind of got married, like, within, like, what, like 2 or 3 years of each other? Like, it was quick.
It was quick, yeah. And, I think there's this also the added element of how often Cody likes to tell Christine that he does not love her, right? And then you see him with Robin, who he does love. How does that not make somebody mad? Wait, what's going on? Oh my gosh, let's read that one. What?
Cody Brown and Robin forgave the past child support in lieu of Cody Brown adopting the kids. Not sure why adoption is needed. They don't have to be biologically. Exactly. I knew that there was some type of payoff. I knew it, because that didn't make sense.
I was going.
Thank you, Wicked.
And then as soon as the adoption happened, then suddenly he could have visitation again, right? That's what happened. We saw the kids all excited to see their dad, who they hadn't seen in a long time. So,
and that's Cody's ego being like, well, if they're in my house, I can't, like, these need to be like technically my kids, because that's, we know Cody has like an ego now, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, big time.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, but we do have a problem though, because Cody would have a hard time getting insurance for his kids for a wife he wasn't married to, that weren't his biological kids. So I guess he didn't need to adopt them though. You're right. They just needed to get married.
So basically it was just a payoff so he could have the kids, because they had to be his because of ego.
What I say.
Can't share.
Yeah, like, and like, do we ever see like the kids like so does Robin's like kids with like her ex? Do they see each other like, or is that done?
They have definitely seen each other. Yes, there's pictures of them with
Okay.
him.
Okay, I bet Cody loves that. Um, but yeah, I mean, he's really moved mountains to be with Robin, have control of the kids and everything else. So let's not get that twisted. All right, so where are we?
Okay. So we're at the part where, what did you say? You said, that she's not close with. She's close with Janelle. She's not close with the other ones, so she's not going to see the other ones probably, or she needs space. And then Mary's like, "Well, then I don't need to be here."
To herself in a confessional, like Mary's out there, a bump on a fucking log, didn't say anything the whole goddamn time, just sitting there. And, honestly, if I were Mary, I wouldn't have even went. Like, like, who cares?
Yeah. No, I would have, because I would have tortured myself. Because that's just how I
It's the only time she gets to see Cody is when she's included in these family meetings. So, of course she's going to go.
And according to Cody last week, he's fighting. Is he fighting hard for Christine right now? Like, to keep her around? Or is he just mad that, like, he looks bad because he lost, like, a good woman?
It's that one.
And meanwhile, like, if this was about Mary leaving, imagine if it was like, if the shoe was on the other foot and this season was about Mary leaving. And Cody's like, go here, please leave. Like, I'll set you up with one of my friends. Like, just go away. Like, I don't want you in my life anymore. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to visit you in Boo Riley's treehouse. I don't want to go to the Pier 1 Inn. Like, whatever. Like, go, Mary. But what because he's built this persona, this vision of how polygamy works, and that's like his big thing. Like I went on I'm on TV for 12 years now about how polygamy works and it's successful, but if Mary left, it would have showed a crack. But you're okay with Mary leaving. That's what I can't wrap my head around. Like Christine leaving has got you hot and bothered. It's a wife is a wife is a wife is a wife.
I think with Mary, it's because she did the cheaty thing. Christine hasn't cheated. She hasn't been with anyone prior to it. Mary was. Mary hurt him. It's all about him. So when she did that messed it up for him. But Christine hasn't done that. She's just stepped away. She's just leaving.
Yeah, but I also think that he's giving Christine responsibility for holding the entire family together. If Christine leaves, the whole family falls apart in his mind. That's her whole job, is to keep this whole polygamy thing working. And it's so weird that he's putting all of this on her. It's like, why do you lose your whole family if one wife goes? Why is she the one that's holding everything together? Shouldn't it be you, Cody? This is your family.
But he brought her in. He brought her in he said this. He brought her in to fix what was going on. What he was talking about was the issues
was 25 years ago.
Doesn't matter.
Reagan was in office. Like what?
She said
that was her duty.
She was brought in to fix the situation, which upset Mary, because Mary said in a confessional that this upset her.
Stings.
She said
it
stings. Yes. So she was brought in to fix, because there was two wives. There's usually an issue in this kind of thing where there's the first two wives have a problem, or one is with them and then the other one has to be off. If you bring in the third wife, then those two wives have somebody to be with while he's with the other one.
Yeah, and she first wife was so good, so adding a second, of course, would make things better. Naturally, duh.
Yeah,
but he doesn't love her, right? So if he doesn't love her, then she had a purpose to be in the marriage, and it was to hold it all together. And he thinks that he's done everything he was supposed to do with regard to her. He held her hand. He kissed her. I was a good husband to her.
He did his duty. He did his duty.
Yeah, he did his duty. Loving her was not part of his duty. But unfortunately for Christine, watching other wives be loved while he's not loved is a problem.
Johnny, this is 12 years of
and some of us have watched it from the beginning.
Yep.
I think you'll have like this 12 years of insanity with the show. But I have to tell you, like these last couple of seasons have been good because like it's all falling apart now. Like
It's falling apart.
The first 5 seasons, like, oh look, everything's great, polygamy rocks, we rule. And then like the middle parts of the, seasons like 6 through like 9 were like, oh maybe it's not so good. Look, you could see the cracks forming, and then like these last 10 through 12 now is like, whoa. And Cody wants to be in the dictionary for successful polygamous relationships, Cody Brown. And
It's true, Susie. Good luck with that, Johnny. Binging.
For reals.
so
I don't know. He could skip a couple seasons in the middle where it gets real slow, but
oh yeah, when
There was
like,
a
when
little
they first moved to Flagstaff, like boring. Like I even stopped watching at that point. I'm like, I can't watch him go from rental to rental to rental anymore. Boring. But it picked up again because I kind of gave up on the show, and I'm like, oh look, it's all falling apart. I'm in again. I'm invested.
So one of the parts I thought was was what he said about Mary when Mary was doing the face. I had to mention it. He said tells her, "You look like the bird that ate the mouse." What the?
she's
So that's
got
the
a
face.
full mouth.
That's the face. She was actually taken aback by his response to all that, but I think he was like kind of happy that she was kind of on his side in that moment, and that's why he kind of said all that stuff to her. Because right after that, in his confessional, he said that at least he felt he's got Mary on his side, even though he doesn't really want her on his side. But for right now, he's okay with that.
And he knew, he just knew that with the look on her face. She didn't actually say anything useful.
I've talked to Mary. She was on our Periscope years ago, and like, I just feel kind of stupid for like, because Mary's so unlikable now, and I always took up for her, always, and like,
yes, I loved her from
she is just so bitter that Christine got away and she didn't. And Mary's like, well, I'm gonna keep waiting until he looks at me again, and Cody's like, go the fuck away, I can't get you out of here fast enough. And Mary wants to be like, when this show first started, I loved Mary, and like I could not stand Janelle and Christine, could not stand them, and now it's like the complete opposite way. Janelle was like the tight ass, like the bookkeeper, like the rules and regulations girl. Christine was like the newest wife who was just fawning over him, annoying, and Mary was like the one that couldn't give him more kids and whatever. Tried to get away, and now Mary, she can't keep in her resentment and her bitterness that like Christine's the one that got away and she didn't. And like, Mary, I know you're watching, leave.
Yeah. I feel like she thinks that she made this family though, so she shouldn't have to leave. She helped create this plural family.
She tried to leave.
Yeah,
not
she
very
said
well.
She was out. She said it was at that one. They recently played that as a clip I saw that where it was when they were at the table at that restaurant, and she was telling everybody that she was about ready to leave, and she was like, "I'm walking, I'm leaving."
That felt like it was about embarrassment to me, though. Like, hey, I got catfished. It's going to explode all over social media and all over the news. I'm out of here. That's what it felt like. It felt like embarrassment.
I remember that. Like they were like in I remember that scene in the restaurant. I do, and she's like,
That I was living in hope right then, though. I was like, yeah, okay, go.
Well, this is almost an hour live, and I'm only on my first page still of notes.
What?
Bad.
Okay. Well, okay. So we just left off
I
with
was literally writing down every line they said.
Oh, okay.
I was at the beginning too, but I had to stop.
But I'm on page 3 though. Okay, so where were we? We were at Mary. Oh, Mary saying that she was going to leave, but then she also says, okay, she basically says about Christine that she's seen how Christine does not accept Robin, and she has seen the disdain that she's had for Mary, for years. And
I
this
know.
is where we get into Cody's
Here, I got it.
big declaration.
I might get in trouble for playing this, but we'll see.
Okay.
From the very beginning, that's the relationship you have with her. And that's the reason I'm angry. That's the reason I'm pissed off. Is because you never tried to have a really good relationship with these other.
Let's stop it there. He's
Don't worry,
now-
I wrote it down.
Hey, Disha Mish, welcome back.
Somebody want to act it out?
I'll do it.
Do you have it?
I'm afraid I'll get zapped by TLC for playing this. But
Oh no, I know. Act it, read it, act it out.
I had carpal tunnel in my hand from writing so much down.
You had carpal tunnel. You had
It's
carpal
the French-
tunnel.
It's the French version. Yes.
I was like, Captain and Tunnel?
I even told Cody, I'm like, fuck this writing shit down. I had to take the whole thing because I could not write down anymore. I couldn't. I felt like I was in college again. With the aggressive teacher, the aggressive professor who just talks and talks and talks, and you're writing and writing and writing until your hand falls off. I couldn't take it anymore. So I had to tape the rest of it because I'm like, I can't write anymore. And yes, my carpal tunnel.
I wrote it down. I got
Okay,
it.
go ahead.
Okay.
Let's get it.
So first, Mary has we doesn't feel like Christine ever was accepting of Robin, and of course, this is the thing that's going to set Cody off. Okay, he says she treated you like dirt from the beginning. That's the reason I'm like dirt. That's the reason I'm pissed off. You never tried to have a really good relationship with these other people. It's just vomiting out of me. Christine, try and do this. You tried to renegotiate a relationship with me, but you wouldn't even have one with them. Always about the kids. That was the easy part. Just the knife in the kidneys after all these years. The sacrifices I made to love you. Wasted.
Man.
So that was the speech.
You know what my thought is before that all started? When he started to walk over there, all I saw in my mind was star on the ground. He sees the star, steps on the star, turns around, and gives his performance of his life. That's what I felt.
It definitely felt like he had rehearsed it in his mind many a time, and now it was vomiting out of him.
Man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Man, this is a knife in the kidneys, man. You saw him and Robin, Robin was with her hair. Wait, Cody, can I get the Robin wig, please? She was like, well, how are we gonna get them, Cody? Let's reenact this and how it's gonna play out. He singled out Christine for not accepting Robin. Nobody accepted Robin. Mary only had to accept Robin when she got caught with the catfishing, and she had to divorce Cody. So
it seemed like she liked Robin, though. It seemed like she did like her. Like she wanted a sister wife she liked because she didn't like Janelle and Christine.
I always got that feeling that they actually did like Mary and Robin. Like they were the closest of the two, which is why now she's trying to keep her as the.
Here's why. Because Mary knows she fucked up with Janelle and Christine. So when Robin came, 15 years later, man.
Wasted.
Thank you, Wicked.
Sorry, Cody had to use the bathroom. It's like right next to me. Sorry.
Muffling the sound by saying man.
Don't forget to put a quarter there. Well, wait. Oh, Wicked! Man! Robin came in when Christine was pregnant with Truly. I'm sure she was feeling fat and pregnant, and walks Robin younger. Yeah,
Yes.
yes,
For
absolutely.
sure.
And Truly was like the last one, and then like the last birth between like the original three wives, and then and then we have what Ari and Solomon, right? But like
Mhm.
Yes.
which we had to see like broken. We had to see them like shoot out of Robin's like hoo ha, like with a broken collarbone. He's like, man, my kid's got a broken collarbone, man.
Now you're going to be saying that. Just, man.
Oh my god, I kept saying it last night. It's like I kept.
I didn't write the man down. I can't believe it.
How did you not? That was like the best part. He's like, man. And I'm like, how rehearsed is this?
I agree with
I don't
what
even-
Dish with Mish said too.
Like I don't know. Like it's the fact is that she pointing to Christine like she never accepted you, Robin. Like I don't know how Christine sat there and took it. She's a good Christian woman, that woman. Because if it were me,
Yep.
that would have went down very differently. I'm just saying.
But okay, but you hear the way that she talks in confessionals compared to the way she talks when Cody's in the room, and she talks to him like she's a child who she doesn't want to get riled up. She talks to him very slowly and succinctly because she's been dealing with him forever, and this is the only way to get things done is to communicate in this gentle voice.
Okay, I want to play it again. Here, let's play it again.
Okay.
I have the full 5-minute video on my iPad, which I'm using this right now, and that'll probably get me in trouble for playing the whole thing. Let's see if I can get away with this. This is only a minute long. Let's see if this works. Man! Like, oh, man! Sorry, I can't. All right, here we go.
She's treated you like dirt from the very beginning. Because that's the relationship you have with her. And that's the reason I'm angry. That's the reason I'm pissed off. Is because
Okay, I'm going to stop it.
Because you never tried.
So the reason why Cody is pissed off now, according to him, on what he just said, was that like it's because Christine treated Robin shitty. That's
Yes.
That's the reason why he's pissed off. Not that he's losing his wife of 27 years, the wife of 6 of his kids, right? But he's mad and angry, according to Cody, which we just heard him say, man, that like not because Christine's leaving or whatever, or they're not fucking. It's because Christine never treated Robin with respect, and that's what that is.
Right. But that was her whole job, right? That was her job because he didn't love her. Her job was to make plural marriage work, to make the wives work together. And the fact that there was one wife that she was not going to, put on a smile for infuriates him.
On this one, like completely. Let's go back. Let's go back to it. I'm going to stop it again probably when I have another point to make, but here we go. Okay.
she's treated you like dirt from the very beginning. Because that's the relationship you have with her. And that's the reason I'm angry. That's the reason I'm pissed off. Is because
Man,
you never tried to have a really good relationship with these other people.
what other people? Again, I'm going to stop it.
By the way, that
What
pause
other
was
people?
His wives are other people.
Yes.
He's accusing her of only caring about the relationship with him and not about the one with his wives.
Oh, he yelled at my TLC. I'm waiting for it.
Trying to have a really good relationship with these other people. And that's the reason I'm pissed off. It's just like they're vomiting out of me. Because they sat here with it just like, Christine, try and do this.
Huh.
You wanted to renegotiate a relationship with me, but you wouldn't even have a decent one with them. We just got the kids, that was the easy part.
Man!
Man,
All these years.
wasted. The sacrifices I made.
The sacrifices that I made.
that I made, the sacrifices that I made. Is that Cher?
He
If
almost
I could
did it.
turn back time, if the sacrifices I made.
Can we talk about the idea of renegotiating a relationship, though? Isn't Cody the one that renegotiated the relationship by saying he wouldn't sleep with her anymore? Wasn't that him, not her?
Yep.
Well, Christine kicked him out, and Christine put the box in the garage, and Christine said, like, you're not allowed to stay here. But, like, you've been with Robin this whole time. Like, you know, you never left Robin's side. Well, Robin adhered to his. And, like, I'm sorry. And let's ask the people in the chat now.
Oh,
Do you think, put a one in the chat if this has been Robin's game this whole time? Because, like, I don't think that Robin is at all genuine. You know, although she says, I wanted polygamy and I wanted the family thing, but you came into a family with the kids pretty much almost grown. And you came into a family where like, it wasn't great. Like, and you found a way to keep Cody into your house, you know, that he never stays with Janelle or Mary or Christine. Like, Robin, I can't stand her because she sits there and like, oh my God, I'm just this poor innocent person that like wanted polygamy and it didn't work and now everybody hates me. I mean, for Christ's sakes, at Logan's wedding, Logan is the child of Cody and Janelle. Did you see Cody up there with Janelle? Or did you see Cody sitting with fucking Robin? It's sick.
I think there's a reason he was sitting with her because I think Janelle and him are already on the outs then, and we just
Of
don't
course
know
they
it
are.
yet.
I mean, we heard
Which
it
is
on the
why he
TikTok.
was over there.
The TikTok. We heard it on the TikTok with Savannah and her friend Jen, right, Maria?
yes.
So like they let that out that Janelle's already left. I'm like, we don't know if that's true. Like, you know,
Right.
that's
That's what I'm
what
saying.
And so
That's
like if they said that, like they're like, you know, they're actually, you know, Gwendolyn's a Brown, so she would probably know better than we would. But like Robin playing this dumb fucking innocent victim bitch, like just stop. Look at the house that you have, Robin. Look at all the cars in your driveway, Robin. Poor old fucking Janelle is on a fifth wheel with no fucking electricity, no water. She has to like carry 8 jugs of water to you know, and you got fucking Mary living in Boo Radley's treehouse.
By the way, Dish with Mish figured out what the nanny does. See it up there?
Taking acting classes.
And you have Robin. I'm just trying to keep this family together. Like you know, I'm praying for a miracle. Like get the fuck out of here.
But Christine won't talk to me.
And all I have is Mary now, who I make shovel a driveway because it gets cold here and we don't have the help to do it because the nanny won't do it. Oh, I hate Robin. Sorry. Where are we?
Let's see. He still keeps going for a while. He's like, accountability is what I'm asking for here. You're running away instead of being accountable. I'm divorced. I'm leaving. You're out of the house. Instead of making this relationship work and trying, you're not trying to be your best self in this relationship or this family. Oh, if you're not trying to do that, then you're wasting your time. Marriage is a calling to be better than you are. Plural is a higher calling. Like he's just going on and on about all kinds of nonsense.
Yeah, he also called her the Pied Piper.
He did. I didn't get to that. That's next. He did. He said, yeah, because she's like, I didn't try to, you know, I wasn't trying to hurt anybody. And she's like, you admitted to it and you wouldn't correct it. You're like the Pied Piper trying to take the kids away.
What kids? Truly? Why is he only worried about Truly now? It's only Truly he's worried about. Because of, you know why? An underage minor child.
So that would stop. Let's see. Let's look at some ages here. So where
you're
was that?
saying he gets money for her, like welfare?
Till
What are you
she's 18? Is that till she's 18, right?
I don't know. It just amazes me that he's only worried about Truly. Like, he wouldn't see Isabel off. He wouldn't even like go to get her surgery. He said to Robin, to Christine, no, she doesn't need the surgery yet. Wait till our spine's in a complete like a circle. Wait for it.
That's not
Wait till
funny.
it walks sideways like a crab. Like that's your daughter.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
couldn't break the COVID rules because God forbid, then he couldn't go back home to Robin. Like Robin wouldn't take him back either way. I'm just saying. Like he tried to push off, like they pushed off the surgery enough with Isabel in her spine. And like you see all the kids now speaking out against Cody.
Yeah.
I mean,
although they do give us a lovely montage in this episode of Cody being a good dad. So we know at some point he cared about his children.
When they were all little, it was before they got to a certain... I personally think that it has to do with the way he was raised.
Oops.
His own father kicked him out at 18.
boom. Sorry.
Yeah.
What?
So,
And now he says, like, I have no place for children in Robin's giant house. I can't put her in a closet.
yep. And then this is the point where Christine finally says, I could try to dissect everything Cody just said to me, but we've done this for years. So it sounds like he says this garbage to her regularly. And she says, I'm tired. I'm over it. So she just lets him rant and doesn't say anything. And then Cody says, thank you for coming. It was a blessing. Thank you for leaving. I hope that's a blessing too. And he walks out and goes to his car and throws the rest of his tantrum.
And then sits on the side of the car. He did the perfect head thing. In
And then
scene.
he leaves, and then you have, like, the four wives there, and Mary is just sitting there, again, hasn't said a word. Thank God for Janelle. Like, Janelle went and hugged Christine in front of, like, Mary and Robin, and like, I kind of think that, like, Janelle and Christine have, like, this thing, like, they're like, let's just fuck with them a little bit here. I don't, like, I really feel like they're, like, really, they are close, and, like, they can't stand, there's no love lost between them and Mary. They've always hated Mary. It was always, and there's been a lot of reports that Mary was very, I don't want to say abusive, but not nice to Janelle.
Controlling,
and
maybe?
and the kids back in the day. So there's that. So no wonder why. How about is a fucking fly in November? Where the hell did you come from? So I like where did sorry. But there's that, and then Robin's all like, well, sorry to see you go, and then she walks out, and then
Yeah.
Mary, you bitch. You couldn't even say goodbye to Christine. You've known her for 30 years. You walked right past her and chased after Robin, and Robin can't stand you either, Mary. Mary, you are so weak and disgusting. I'm sorry. You are. Like, like...
But she was, Mary was glad that Cody laid into Christine. She was like, he's been holding out of this for a while, and she deserved it, kind of an attitude. So maybe
it's off Mary now. Now, like, I'm not the worst wife anymore. Look, I stayed, and even if Cody hates my guts, I'm gonna play the long game. And
yeah.
So then you see, like, Robin and Mary just like embracing at the truck and like whatever.
A cry fest. A cry fest.
Oh, this. But before we back up, I wanted to say something about the way that Cody said to Christine that she was going to tell. You're going to tell the kids. You're going to tell the kids that basically that he doesn't love her. That's what he said she was going to do. And then these are my words. You have already told us you never loved her. You were never in love with her, never attracted to her. They see these things. They don't need words. They have your actions or lack thereof.
How do you think like Christine's kids? But how do you think Christine's kids felt when they heard their father say that their father never loved their mother? Do you think that's gonna make them love you more, Cody? God, you're horrible.
No, because they
Why
love their
they're-
mother. Nobody wants to watch their mother get hurt like that.
Yep.
Yeah, he did this to himself with the kids.
But like, imagine being like the kids, like Peyton or Isabel or Aspen or McKelty or Truly or whoever else. Like, could you imagine like hearing like your dad say like, "Oh, I never loved Christine. I never loved the mother. It was an act. It was for show."
My duty.
But like, so you never loved Christine? Like you just married her for what? For what reason? To deflect between the fighting between Mary and Janelle? Like she was just a pawn in your fucking game? That's sick.
Yeah,
That's
she was
sick.
a piece.
And the fact that he said that she was going to go tell her that, or that she was going to be the one that she's probably telling the kids that. But like I said, he said that to her sitting at the table in Christine's house. So and then you're acting like it's not a thing, like that's not you. That's not what the truth is. The truth is that is the truth. You gave your truth when you sat at the table with her and told her you weren't attracted to her, you never loved her. And if you don't love somebody, your actions show that.
But he's worried about like Christine talking to the older kids about like the relationship. But you're going on national TV saying, "I never loved the mother."
Yes.
And I did it just to deflect. You think what's more harmful, Cody? Like oh God,
yeah. He doesn't take responsibility. He even said at one point that when he was blaming it all on her, and he said, "I feel I have nothing. It's not my fault. It's all hers." And I know you're probably, and everyone's going to think I'm wrong on that. He said something to that effect. Like, yes, you know you're wrong because you just uttered those words. You know, we will know that you're wrong. You know you're wrong. It isn't always one-sided. It takes two to ruin or two to make it.
Yeah, Christine comes with polygamy, royalty. Christine does, like her family. So like, there's also that, and again, Cody wasn't like into the polygamy lifestyle when he married Mary, but oh look, Christine, she's like a Warren Jeffs type person without bloodline type, with a name. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not that she's in. Is she in that bloodline? I don't know.
It's a different sect.
Is it like adjacent? Something like that? So yeah. All right. There's still more.
There is still more.
Are we good with the scene now?
Yeah, we start getting into weird stuff, I think.
When they're at Janelle's trailer.
Yeah. Oh, you want to go to there? Janelle's trailer. Okay, I'm at Janelle's trailer.
No, if there's more to say it, let's say it. I don't want.
Has anybody said anything yet or picked up on when Cody said, "I don't know, we had to just buy this truck just to haul that fifth wheel. What are we going to do with it now?" You haven't seen Cody in his new truck, only the truck that he bought
the one that he had a bitch about.
The fifth wheel.
Yeah, the F what 450.
What happened to your truck that you were driving before? The wussy
you got me smoking on camera now because I can't take it.
Did they say who called it a truck? Didn't Christine call it a wuss truck? You haven't seen Cody driving that truck ever since. He's had the big old one driving across the lawn and stuff.
Welcome.
He's breaking down the side stories that are going on with the vehicles.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was thinking, is she stuck out there without a car now? Well, I guess she would have one.
She's stuck out there without a prayer.
Kinda.
Janelle still has her white Lexus SUV.
Well, that's
Hello.
if for electricity or power or heat in the fucking winter. But okay, so let's go to Janelle's. So the next scene after all this,
Yes.
Janelle's in her fifth wheel in barren Coyote Pass, and
Happier than
she
pig
can
in
only
shit.
stay there for like what 4 months out of the
Right.
year.
Yes.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
then they
she's
have
been
to
there for
move-
2.
Right, so she has to move on to Robin's driveway soon. Robin's not gonna be dealing with that. Because where's she gonna go? Where's Janelle gonna go?
I don't know. It seems like
Janelle
she's got a
can't go
plan
to
to go
Utah.
somewhere.
Walmart
She can't
parking
go to
lot.
Utah to park it on Mary's.
There you
And
go.
But whatever, she's there. They can't get electricity, on an empty lot. She needs to go somewhere for 4 months. She wants to build there in a year. By the time Savannah gets to be a senior, Savannah has settled in, and God bless Savannah for that. And then Janelle says something very, Janelle's over it too, because she's like, listen, when I sold my house in Vegas, where'd that money go to? Robin's house.
Yep.
Janelle had no equity whatsoever. She
In
had
anything.
2 rentals. She had the first rental that Cody, I guess, liked. And then she went to the second rental, which was below Cody's standards.
Yep.
4 bathrooms and 6 bedrooms is not enough for Cody Brown. So, no wonder why he feels the way he does about the fifth wheel.
Yep. You
No.
should see how much the hair products that he uses costs, because I watched a video on that today and I was like, I mean, just one of the things of mousses that he uses was $30, and he uses like 3 different kinds of mousse to get that
People
look.
still use mousse.
Apparently, if you have curly hair.
Yes, if you walk near him, it probably goes.
So Janelle got Dick at a selling her house in Vegas. That went to the community account, and she's got no equity. At least Christine had the house in her name. Smart Christine. Not that Janelle's not smart, but I guess she rented, and then it kicked her in the ass for it.
Right. Her goal was always to get to the property. She wasn't going to waste her time, getting tangled in another house. But Robin did, and Christine did. And now she's got nothing to show for it. She's got no assets. And that's why she's so committed to being on Coyote Pass.
Because that's the only asset she has.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to build a casita. But does anyone think that there's gonna be houses there, or there are, come on, can we all give up on Coyote Pass?
Google Maps says that no, there's not going to be anything there.
And Cody
Last I looked.
how they can't pay off the land.
Yeah, he's obsessed with the idea of paying off the land. Absolutely. And listen, to be fair, Janelle's like, I'm not asking for anything, out of the ordinary. Our pot of group money also helped to pay. Yes, also helped to pay for Robin's house. Now it is back up to the level that it was at when we helped buy her house. Why do I not get my portion? Why is everybody not doing what they said they were going to do and help buy this land? I'll do the part that's for me. She just wants what people said they were going to do, and nobody's doing anything but complaining.
Well, Cody and Robin are in their, Jaja like house there, like, and Janelle's like, look at their house on the hill of the beautiful house that Robin has, like, you could see that there's like clear-cut divisions there, and and here's Janelle trying to be like, shouldn't Cody applaud Janelle for being thrifty, right, and bare boning it, and like, Janelle's really the only one staying true to like the family's like credo or whatever, like, we bought this land, like, how many years has it been now? 6, 5, how many years?
Too many. I don't know. Too many.
And Janelle, listen, I am going to make this happen come hell or high water. And Cody don't want to be there because, what, according to Cody, Why should I have to suffer in Janelle's fifth wheel with like no indoor plumbing when I could be at Robin's house and live like a king?
Yeah.
But that's your wife.
But
Or did you?
yeah.
And your
But-
daughter,
Yeah, and like your minor daughter.
Savannah.
But you hit on the issue, right? He's very happy in his fancy house on the hill with Robin. He doesn't really need Coyote Pass to happen.
And he is blaming Janelle for not being able to forge forward with a relationship with Savannah because of the third wheel. He said that. It's like, why is that? You telling me you can't go sit down on the couch, have her sit next to you, and have a fun conversation in a third wheel? I get it.
Like he wants it as a write-off now at this point, and he's mad at Janelle for trying to make it work. Like I think in Cody's he's like, I can probably write this bad business deal off and like get money back from it. But here's Janelle. Now I'm gonna make this work, and good for Janelle. Like and like I also don't understand. Like I can't. Janelle's smart. Like I don't know why she wants to live there. Like obviously the family's falling apart. Maybe it's because it's the only thing that she has equity in, and maybe that's why she's trying to make it work there. Because that's she says I have no assets. The only assets I have is in this thing. Everything is in everyone else's name, and I got nothing. And I've lived my whole life, and that sucks for Janelle. 6 kids. She's got
No
nothing.
legacy. No legacy to leave her children.
Yep. She says that she made some stupid decisions for an independent woman. And, I feel that for her. And she's just trying to do listen, she's a follow through kind of person. We came here to Flagstaff to do this thing. Let's do it. She's the only one even making an attempt at it. I can only imagine how frustrated she is. Am I in this alone? The way that Christine felt like she was all alone previously, Janelle's going to be feeling all alone too. This dream has shifted. It's not Janelle. Janelle's the only one staying true to anything.
Really, she really is. Like, and like Robin should be the one to be like, have let's go there. Let's make this work. Janelle's there. Janelle's like, let's all like support Janelle. Let's all be a family on this property that we bought together, because that was the vision. It wasn't because Dayton had college in Flagstaff. It was because they had this vision of these mountains and like, this
Allegedly.
Right.
Yeah. One of the things he did say about back up a little bit to the Savannah thing, he said it was too late to have a relationship with Savannah. That is the issue I had. Why is it too late?
What did Savannah do to Cody?
Wait, let me check Savannah's age and I'll tell you.
I feel like nothing. I feel like she's one that he has said he engages with her, or that she engages with him the other way around, because the children are the ones that are responsible for engaging with him. That Savannah engages with him, and so he doesn't have to work very hard for that relationship. So now it's suddenly too much work because
it's too
just
late.
like when
she's
when Christine came back,
now.
When Christine came back with Truly from North Carolina, dropping Isabel off, Christine's like, we've been here for like what 3-4 days, and Cody has not come once to see Truly, and then Cody's like, well, I don't want to see Christine. Well, then have Christine drop Truly off at a fucking McDonald's and go spend time with her.
Mm-hmm.
It's bullshit.
100%. Suck it up, Cody. It's not all about you.
Yes.
Take her to a fucking park, do something. But I can't go anywhere near Truly because I don't want to see Christine. But so you don't care about Truly. You don't care about Savannah. You don't care about the rest of the kids. All you care about is Robin's flock. And there's
Right.
Robin. Robin's like, oh, you dumb fucks. She's just sitting there like, yep.
She sure is. Because she's like, look, I taught my children how to feed Cody's ego. We've decided he's the patriarch, and you guys didn't decide he was the patriarch because that wasn't the rules you lived under. You guys have independently thinking children. What a bunch of idiots you guys are. You're supposed to be stroking his ego all the time.
Yeah.
I've had a shitty dad, and like, I don't know, like, if I'd rather have my dad or Cody. I think they're I like God. Like, what a horrible father. He only cares about whatever affects Robin, and like just to see him sell out on all of them. finding reasons to fight with Garrison and Gabriel, and then like not taking Isabel or not going with Isabel to the surgery and then going to college, or then not going to see Truly after they get back, and not spending any time with Savannah, but you see him just ensconced with Robin's kids, and like. And then they're bitching, oh, it's our last time seeing somebody go off for kindergarten.
Yes, that is what happens
the
next.
next baby scene. I mean,
Gosh, it was so hard to watch after all of this, wasn't it?
Yes, because then he sits down with and says something to the little Ariella or whatever, however you pronounce, Ariella, and says something about her. Were you being a pest when she was trying to tell her little story? I'm like, what?
Did you hear her story? Because I wrote her story down. Her story.
It was cute, though.
She was like, like the girl kept running away from her, and she's like, well, she was a tiny bit mad because I was engaged to someone and she had a man, but he cut her off, breaking up. So she was in a love triangle.
Already engaged. Way to get him young, Cody.
Yeah. Well, her friend had a man too, but her man was cutting her off. Like, where does she get this stuff?
And he goes, were you being a pest? And Robin goes, we don't say that here. We don't use that word in this house. And he's like, oh, my Cody.
Were you being a bother? Were you bothering her? Yeah, I was. I was bothering her.
Turned her little face from the cute little story she was telling to, oh crap, I'm in trouble now.
I would really love to have like a diehard Cody Brown fan or a Robin fan come up on panel with us so we could like rip them apart. Like I want to see what somebody like because everybody has their super fans regardless of how terrible you are. And I want to see like what these people are saying that support Cody and Robin, like what they say about this stuff, because like how could they think they're coming off good?
Ego? I don't know.
I kind of see both Robin and Cody as having that same ego. They're made for each other.
Yeah.
But that last scene, the confessional scene with the two little ones on the couch, that was so cute.
It was cute.
with Solomon and Ariella, that was adorable.
Solomon's like, you're shy. It's like she didn't sound shy to me.
I was like, oh look, Robin's kids are getting their own testimonials now. That's how I saw it. Like, oh look, what more airtime for Robin and her family. That's how I saw it.
True, but there's
they were cute. It just didn't fit the vibe of the show.
The whole ending of it was like, I pretty much stopped about at the end of all this stuff that happened prior, and then just like, okay, here's the rest of it.
Yeah, because after that was another Cody, it was a Cody dad montage, how much he loved his children. So then that's how they ended the show. It was like,
I think they have every child, all of them, come up and say how they really feel about their dad. And that will never happen because Cody would never allow it. Because the only two people that would say nice things are Google Solomon. Oh, Solomon Ari. Oh, Google Gaga. I like my daddy. Yeah, he's a good guy. I don't know. I
think all of Robin's kids would say something nice, or else.
Of course. They're getting the silver spoon.
They are getting the silver spoon. They don't have to do anything. They can, maybe they really, I don't know. That one daughter had a lot of anxiety issues going on. I don't know if those have worked themselves out, or if she still needs her hand held all the time, or to be just cradled like a baby by.
Poor Savannah is like breaking up cactuses for water over there in fucking Cactus Pass.
Yep. She's doing the hard work. Terrible.
Oh my God. You got Jeff Probst over there, like, oh, Savannah, you I don't know. It's so much harder for me to like try to do these recaps about him and be neutral, because he is just awful and I can't stand him.
No.
So call me unbiased all you want. I don't know.
On this one, I think we get a pass on this one.
I don't think there's any other way to look at this. Listen, he has every right to have emotions and be kind of dramatic when he's in the middle of a divorce.
Man!
Like, I feel like that's totally normal, but man, the things he says are just so out of touch with reality. I don't know. That's maybe true in divorce too. I don't know. He just sucks.
He does suck.
His kids pay the price for how bad he sucks.
And like, just you get them like Christmas gifts, like, the holidays here, like upon us, like, here's a pair of socks. Like, or like, I don't know.
Well, he wouldn't be happy if you got him some socks, I don't think. You better get him something nice. So
So next week we see Christine moving out. McKelvey's like, so are we gonna have a party? And Christine's like, no, I don't think that's gonna happen.
We're gonna show up. I can't wait for the stuff because some of the stuff that's said is gonna from McKelty.
right?
Oh,
I didn't remember McKelty being so like, I don't know, sharp.
Because like, they're adults now. Now they're parents, right? And like I think they understand better now. Like, about being a parent, having children, like the responsibilities you have, and not trying to shun kids out, and and I love all the adult kids now are just really speaking up. Hayden, like, it's nice actually. And like, is there one adult kid who is leading the lifestyle that they get the calling? Not one of them.
No, I think Aspen was the only one that even seemed open to it.
Like that was years ago.
Right. And yeah, it hasn't happened, so.
Nope.
So I don't know. A lot of good you did, Dad. Like, you got your, and
You
he's
proved
so.
it doesn't work. That's what you did.
Sorry, my tendril. Hold on. But I don't have the gap in my head. See, it's all continuous. I like. There's no.
I'm gonna have to go back and look for the gap. How did I miss the gap?
He sucks. I just hate Cody so much.
I do too. That's what I say. Is there anything else that we need to cover tonight?
We need to stand up and go, yeah! And then,
You treated her like dirt!
Man!
It's like a knife to the kidney!
I think hopefully tomorrow night we can do like 90 Day. And I want to do the after show. Like, again, like I'm not on my computer, so I'm like very limited as to what I can do. Not tonight, because this drained me. All that, man, like, it was a lot. I promise you we will do an after show this week. And then this weekend, I would like to do like a top tier members thing, because I haven't done that in a bit. But I'm relying on Addie and Maria running my whole operation right now, so thank God for them. Man! So this weekend we could do something like Friday or Saturday night, with the top tier, and like, maybe tomorrow night we can do an after show and just talk about everything. But I'm tired. It's 10:40, and go to bed.
Let's go to bed.
I have to wake up early. Man,
We had some
Me
bagpiping
too.
to do. Oh, sorry.
I have to go soak with Cody.
Cody, let us know how that works for you.
Cody, I have to go soak you. I have to soak you. It's what all the new kids are doing now these days. I'm gonna give you a half bagpipe, half soak. So we're gonna do that tonight, because we have our values.
Yes.
So
Yes.
You must
That's-
maintain.
and that's how you bring a show full circle. That's
Well
it.
done.
That's it. Everybody have a great night. Maria and Addie, thank you so much as always for being up here with me. Guys, thank you for the super chats. Thank you for being in the comments. thank you for the new members that came, and welcome back the people that weren't here before. And this is a blast. I've been having so much fun discussing Sister Wives with y'all. And tomorrow, hopefully 90 Day, and I still have to watch it. So it's 2 hours.
Me too.
it's a process, but like I said, I'm gonna go soak. So I will see you guys. And that's Christian because there's no thrusting. So
Exactly.
take that, Catholic Church. So that's it for you guys have a great night. I love y'all. I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Bye.